Welcome to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce. Each month, we'll feature business and community leaders sharing their stories, initiatives, concerns, and passions. Learn practical information regarding community resources and opportunities. Now, the host of Business Voice, Greece Regional Chamber President and CEO, Sarah Lentini.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah Lentini, and you're listening to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce, sponsored by Bartolomeo and Parado Funeral Home. I'm delighted to welcome you. We've got a great show today, and I'm especially delighted to welcome my first guest, Potrikus, who is Blink Fitness Upstate Franchises President and CEO. Welcome, JJ. How you doing?
Hi, the president and the owner, Dean, will listen to this later, and we'll make sure that give him a shout out. We got a phenomenal franchisee who's building out the Blink Fitness brand across upstate New York, and just proud to be operating with it.
That's great. Yeah. So tell everybody, you've been on the show several times before, but I'm sure there are plenty of new listeners. So tell everybody what Blink Fitness is, for starters.
Well, Blink Fitness is there's 110 locations of Blink Fitness across the country, so it's a value-based, fitness, a growing brand here that believes that exercise isn't just about looking good, it's about how it makes you feel. So, we are bright, colorful, and, very welcoming gym, fitness for everybody. We also, believe in mood above muscle, and our team members are actually called mood lifters. It's their job to greet you with enthusiasm and treat you with respect every time you walk into the door. We also have an everyone cleans philosophy. The gyms are always spotless. They're always going around cleaning and make sure that we're hitting the high touch points and that it's clean and sanitized and, providing a safe, friendly, and just feel good environment for all of our members.
Yep, and it's a phenomenal story. I mean, it's a franchise that started in New York City, correct?
Yep, correct. The corporation is New York City, and there's a bunch of locations down there. We're actually we were the second franchise group to open here. So most of our stores are all corporately owned. It's just a very young franchise system. So there's 10 franchise locations and about 100 corporate stores. Wow. But, it started in New York City about 10 years ago, and they've just sort of grown since then.
Yeah, and I can see why, because it's, a very fresh look, lots of great color, like you said, top-end equipment, wonderful staff. I know the one in Greece is a phenomenal location, and, of course, Amaja Grant, who is your person that you put in charge of the Greece location, is terrific and always has a great smile. In addition to you, JJ, you're terrific as well. So, but you oversee multiple upstate franchise locations, correct?
Correct. Yeah, we have 2 locations in Syracuse and Greece. In the Wegmans Ridgemont Plaza over there was our first in the Rochester market. Ironically, had multiple leases on the table ready to go. Open another Rochester branch, and Buffalo coming soon. But in 2020, we were ready to sign for 2 more locations, and obviously everything was shut down for a little bit. So it's on hold for our expansion plan, but we'll be there soon.
Yep. Yeah, I think that happened to a lot of businesses. And, we're finally, I think, emerging from this strange 2-year time period that we've had. And we're really excited about it. We're going back to lots of live events, and people are so excited about it. I'm sure that they're coming to you as well. Now, you've not been sitting idly by any stretch. Obviously, the gym is open and you're serving people. But you've got all kinds of ways in which you're innovating and moving forward. I know one of them is you've got a terrific app, right, that people can connect to?
Yes, our Blink Fitness app. I think we think it's sort of like first in class, and best in class. We have over 1,000 workouts for at-home workouts that can sort of supplement your your in-gym experience. So people love it for the fact that they can actually they can go on and do a class. They can go on and do just a stretch or just a little type of high intensity, however intense they want to be for an at-home workout, but depending on what kind of equipment they have. Yeah. We have incredible personal trainers, and then a lot of the content that's on our app is like we've partnered with just incredible companies who are content creators, and we've gotten some of these companies that we partner with have their own app subscriptions that they're charging $9.99 a month for to access some of this content that's available on the Blink Fitness app for free for our members. And
awesome.
so again, over 1,000 workouts. There's over 500 healthy recipes.
Wow.
There is meditation. There is mindfulness. It's just like, it's designed to help you exercise better, eat better, recharge better, and just overall, be a supplement to your gym membership.
Yeah, it's really about health. I mean, it's, at the end of the day, it's about being healthy in a variety of ways. I love that you focus on nutrition and meditation and, you've got personal trainers and, obviously there's exercise. Over 1,000 exercise routines just sort of blows my mind. And all of that is free on the app, which is for members, which is amazing. And you're doing other things too. I mean, at this point, you're, coming out of the gate strong. You're an exciting young brand, still in a high growth mode, and you're doing some exciting campaigns to get the word out. And you've got some good offers too. Tell us about that.
Well, I'll tell you about our two general offers right now that we've been putting out there. Is we've simplified the memberships, and you can either have a membership for as low as $10 a month. And right now, all of our memberships are $1 to join. So literally $1 down, $10 a month for you, yourself, and your positive attitude. It's one person, one location, $10 a month. But then we also have our blue membership, which is our premium membership, which gives you guest privileges, so you can bring a guest every time as long as they're 18 years or older. Gives you access to 90-plus Blink locations across the country.
Wow.
It gives you unlimited app access. That used to come with like a one-year agreement, right, and a cancellation fee if you cancel within the first year. Right now, that membership's $1 to join. It's $23 a month, but it is no commitment, so you can literally cancel that at any time. So it's just incredible value.
It is. You have removed every impediment to joining that I can think of. I mean, it's incredibly affordable, and you're not making people sign on, for a year or more. So that's pretty phenomenal.
That's what we think about. That's what we think about fitness for everybody. I know people are, they're eager to sort of. Get back into sort of some normalcy here, and maybe they haven't been in a gym in a while, and we just wanted to just make it, low barrier for entry. Everything's $1 to join right now, really, and just really excited about that. And then, the other campaign that we're running right now is called Switch to Blink. We just launched switchtoblink.com. That's the word TO2, so switchtoblink.com. If you're currently a member of another gym, and I'll even put it out there right now, and I didn't think I was going to say it like this, but you know what? If you are not a member of another gym, you want to go try Blink for free for 7 days just to see what we're all about, head over to switchtoblink.com, and you just say, I want to try it out. Because, the campaign is really talking about, maybe someone who is a member of another gym that isn't, maybe you're not satisfied or not happy with your gym or not seeing the results that you're going for. But you know what? I think switchtoblink.com also could be, hey, I'm switching from the couch. I'm switching from, not exercising for 2 years, and I'm going to switch to sort of a healthy lifestyle and maybe come try Blink. So if you are interested in trying us out, it is a 7-day trial that's only available at switchtoblink.com. And that's available through April 30th. So you'd have to sign up to redeem that between now and April 30th. So it's about a 6-week campaign here.
And it's a great offer, and people should take advantage of it because this is the moment, right? We've all you're talking about the couch. We've all been perhaps a little, a little more isolated, a little more indoors than usual. We might have packed on a couple of pounds. This is a very good moment to be focusing on getting healthy again in so many ways, and moving is certainly part of that. So hopefully, people take advantage of this. And where is this going to be? Are you? Is this you're going to be promoting the switchtoblink.com? Site in a variety of ways, variety of places?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, there'll be some display advertisement. There'll be some over-the-top television. There'll be some, streaming TV ads, and really just, promoting it within the community as well, the community of Greece. And like you just said, I think, now is the time. We've noticed this as well, like the mass stuff has started to go away. People are starting to feel maybe a little bit more comfortable. They're if they didn't start in January or February, they're sort of eager to get back in and get going.
Yeah. And I think this, and I think,
really,
I'm just going to say, I just think this is, we talked a minute ago, it's about health, but, it's not just about physical health. I really think this is about mental health, too. We all are, we all need to kind of get back into circulation and see people live again. And, walking into a gym, it's great that there's the app. Don't get me wrong. I think that's awesome. And it's probably sustained a lot of people over the last couple of years. And, of course, it's a great compliment to what you do in the gym. But getting out and going into a gym and actually looking at somebody and seeing Amaja's beautiful smile, and the rest of the team, and actually, getting on a piece of equipment. And by the way, the equipment that you have and all the wonderful TV monitors with great programming, that's no small deal, right? That's a very, very nice experience. I think that's really important to both physical and mental health. So I really do hope. And you've made it about as affordable and easy as I can imagine. So switchtoblink.com, and the 2 is the number 2, correct?
No, correct. No, it's T0, obviously. Or T-O, I'm sorry.
Oh, it is T-O.
The word 2. T-O.
Oh, it is the word 2. Okay, great. It's switchtoblink.com, and they're all words. T-O,
Correct.
switch to Blink. You just were worried that people would because, those things often get turned into numbers. But not in this case, folks. I made a mistake. Please don't make my mistake. Switchtoblink.com, all words, no numbers, switchtoblink.com. And the offer ends, you said, April 30th?
Correct. Yeah, if you want to try us out, you got the rest of the month of March and through April to come in here and switch from whatever it is. It could just be switching from another gym, switching from the couch, switching from your desk office, your home office chair, and you're just ready to get moving. Again, Sarah, what you said is so perfect. It matches exactly what we stand for as a brand. That mood above muscle. Exercise is not really just about looking good. It's about how you feel. And I know that the first few days when you get back into the gym, it doesn't necessarily feel good immediately, right? Because it hurts a little bit first, or you're a little sore. But then when you get into that routine, you build that habit, you really start feeling good. It's just about moving again, and and just you're doing something for yourself. And if anything is going to get us past this, it's really just continuing to encourage our incredible communities to get healthy and get moving.
Sounds great. JJ Potrikus, Blink Fitness, Upstate Franchises, thank you so much for being with us here today on Business Voice.
Thanks, Sarah.
All right. Don't go away. We're going to be right back with my next guest. Don't flip that dial.
When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. At Bartolomeo and Prado Funeral Home, the focus is always on how your loved one lived. Bartolomeo and Prado has been helping families create meaningful tributes and celebrating unique lives for 3 generations. They treat your family like their own, always with the utmost compassion, warmth, and care. When you're in need, call Bartolomeo and Prado Funeral Home 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 720-6000.
If you're looking for an opportunity to play a vital role in the fast-growing field of healthcare, a way to be part of the healthcare solution, helping patients achieve better outcomes, then consider earning a degree in medical assisting from Bryant and Stratton College. Medical assistants are multi-skilled health professionals specifically educated to perform administrative and clinical duties focused on providing quality patient care. You find medical assistants in healthcare and administrative settings, from a hospital laboratory to healthcare clinics. There's still time to enroll this May and learn more about a career in medical assisting today at bryantstratton.edu or call 585-720-0660. With 2 convenient campus locations in Henrietta and Greece, your rewarding healthcare career is waiting for you at Bryant and Stratton College. For important program information, please visit bryantstratton.edu.
This is what we're made of. The businesses that line our streets and the customers that make them flourish. As a business owner, this is your community, your members, your regulars, your neighbors. Your business is unique. So are your customers. No matter who you need to reach, Spectrum Reach is here to help you connect. with the right message on every screen. Visit SpectrumReach.com to connect with a local advertising expert. That's SpectrumReach.com.
Buying a car has never been easier at Ralph Honda. With our online shopper, find the car that's right for you, right from your home. Visit us online to value your trade-in, personalize a payment that fits your budget, chat with a team member, and schedule your pickup. It's that simple. For 3 generations, Ralph Honda.
Safeguarding your freedoms and your future. The WYSL stations.
Welcome back. You're listening to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce, sponsored by Bartolomeo and Parado Funeral Home. I'm Sarah Lentini, your host, and also the president and CEO of the Greece Regional Chamber. And it's now my great pleasure to welcome my next guest, James Cossavella of Code Ninjas. Welcome, James.
Thank you, Sarah. Great to be here.
Great to have you on the show. And you've got such a great name, Code Ninjas, but of course it doesn't really give all that much away, at least not to me. So tell us about Code Ninjas. What is it? What does it do?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, yeah. So we're a children's tutoring center specializing in teaching kids computer programming.
Wow.
And the age range is from 5 through 14. Mm-hmm. We're a franchise that is based out of Texas, started back in 2016. We're the Greece location that's going to be opening on Loc'N Road is the second one in the Rochester area. Our first one is located in Pittsford, and we opened that one in late 2019.
Wow.
Just to give you an idea of the size of the franchise around the country, there are about 250, 300 centers that are open right now, so it's quickly growing.
I'll say. Wow. And you kind of noticed, you said you opened the one in Pittsford in 2019, right? That's a tough time. You must have had an interesting couple of years, right?
Yes, thank you. It was. We opened in November of 19. We were open for about 3 months, really good months. The brand awareness, the brand was brand new for us here in Rochester, so we really had to get our name out there and let people know what we're all about. And we then did have to shut down from March till June.
Right.
We had some online offerings, some remote, but, that's really not what our classroom, our dojo was built for. Not only were we teaching computer programming, but there's also an element of social interaction, and that's why we like to have all of our students come into the center and, interface with one another, interface with our tutors that we call our senseis.
That's great.
It's a really nice, bright, clean environment that we welcome everyone into. So, they missed that, unfortunately. But we did reopen in June, just in time for limited capacity summer camps during COVID. And since then, especially in 21, we saw a nice increase in our customer base in the Pittsburgh location. So we decided to open up our second location in Greece on the west side.
Which is, that's really to your credit that you managed to recover and do so well that you're branching out now into Greece, which is a great decision, by the way, because, we really are... We're a pretty big region, and Pittsford's a great location, but so is Greece. And Greece is, of course, the largest town, not just in suburban Monroe County with, roughly 95,000 plus people, but, one of the largest towns in the state of New York. So really, really good place to be with an enormous school population. So what a great fit. Now, when you and I have talked previously, I understand that you and your wife Carolyn who started the business, correct?
Yes, correct.
And how did that happen? You're not you're not just running the tutoring centers, right?
That's right. So Carolyn and I are both electrical engineers by degree. Graduated about 12 years ago from college. I'm actually new to the Rochester area, but she grew up here, so I came back here. We got married. And we've been working our full-time jobs ever since. It was about maybe dating back to 2017 or 2018 when we kind of got the itch to be a little bit more entrepreneurial while still working our full-time jobs. And so we decided to look at some different franchises and or also local businesses for sale. Didn't really find anything that we could settle on or that really interested both of us until we found Code Ninjas. And we found it via some social media targeted marketing. And it's funny because we both found it independently, and we brought it to each other like the next day and said, hey, did you see this? And
how weird.
And yeah, I did see that. And, it really struck a chord with us because, two reasons. One, our son, we have 2 kids. We have a 9-year-old and a 4-year-old. And our son is really interested in this program. He's in the program at Pittsford right now. but we wanted to do something that would help, our children, the children of Rochester, and give them, a little bit more STEM education. There's a gap in the education system that we've seen right now, where there's not too much. There's a math and science, but there's not enough really computer programming. Computers are everywhere; they're not going anywhere.
Right.
So we saw a gap there in the education system, and we thought this would be a great way to bring something to the community to help fill that gap.
That's great. And so you were talking about STEM, science, technology, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Is it engineering and math? What's the E in STEM? Why am I not thinking of it?
Correct.
Yes,
exactly.
And so that's been an area of particular focus for a number of years in terms of education, right? Nationally, I assume. I hear about it in New York State, but I assume it's a national priority. So, and are electrical engineers, pardon me for my ignorance, both you and your wife are electrical engineers. Are electrical engineers by default or by training particularly focused on computer programming? Is that a natural fit between the two?
No, actually, that's a great question. So she and I had both taken a computer science class in college, and to be honest, we didn't really like it. We had hoped we had, we wish we had an opportunity like this when we were younger, to understand that the fundamental language sooner and be able to absorb it and learn it at a younger age. Mm-hmm. So we decided to, invest in something like this, and it just had a lot more meaning than some other businesses we had looked at.
Yeah.
So that's why we went for it.
Yeah, it sounds wonderful. And so you've got a new location, and you said it's in Greece. And did you say it's? Can you give us the address? Where is it in Greece?
Yeah, absolutely. It's 848 Long Pond Road.
Okay.
That's a big road. It's in a newer Buckingham property, and it's the same plaza as Dunkin' Donuts, Flight West, Happy Days, and it's the old location of the Yolikity frozen yogurt shop.
And it's right next to Bryan and Stratton College, right?
Exactly, right next to Bryan and Stratton.
Bryan and Stratton is, right next to Northwest Bank and right next to Rockwell Florist, just to give everybody lots of different things they might be familiar with on Long Pond Road. Right. So that's a great location, and there's great parking there, if my memory serves, right? Great free parking right out in front. So very nice, very, very nice. And ages 5 to 14, is there a reason you picked 5 to 14 as the ages? Is that aligned with certain grades? I've been out of school for so long I can't, is that grammar school basically? Is it everything but high school? How does that work?
Exactly. It's pretty much everything from K through 8. Our junior program spans from ages 5 to 7. That's a little bit more based with computer block-based programming. Less reading is really what it comes down to, more visuals. Then when they get from junior to the Create program, that spans from ages 7 to 14, so that's all the way through middle school, right up until high school. Mm-hmm. And the nice thing about about Code Ninjas versus some other businesses or other franchises that are doing this is that Code Ninjas follows a karate theme, hence the ninjas portion of it, or martial arts. And so when kids come in, they start at white belt, and they graduate to each level and make their way over to black belt.
Very nice.
So it offers a nice sense of achievement every time they get to another belt. There's a little celebration for that. But of course, the work gets harder. And by the time they get to black belt, they'll have the opportunity to publish an app in the App Store. And that'll be the point at which they've learned enough to be able to do that.
Yeah, they really arrived. That's great. Oh my gosh, what fun! I imagine kids, are very excited about being able to do this. I mean, this has got such relevance, and to today, and the applications are so, very much a part of their lives, right? I thought you mentioned video games as well.
Yes, exactly. And so essentially they're learning to code by building video games. That's it's kind of a real simple way to sell it almost. They're learning something, but they're having fun. Sometimes parents come to us and say, my kid's so interested in playing the video games, we want to get them to try to learn how to code them. Yep. And, it may sound kind of elementary or simplistic, but, this is very lucrative. There are competitions out there that kids are involved in, winning a lot of money, getting a lot of experience. And ultimately, eventually, it can become a very lucrative job or a career for them.
Yep.
So it's very valuable.
Yeah. I can't imagine that, programming isn't going to be relevant in all kinds of arenas for many, many years to come. It seems like it's just going to become more and more relevant. I have said to many people I should have gone into IT, and I feel as though the people who have the IT knowledge, my gosh, they hold the keys to a lot of things right now, and they're essential. I mean, they're becoming more and more needed. So what a great idea. What a great thing to be doing. So is it very expensive? Do you have to live in Greece to go to the Greece Center? How do people, what people should be reaching out to you, and should they be, what should they be prepared for in order to explore this with you?
Yeah, great question. So, no, they don't necessarily have to live in the locale to attend that particular location. We've got some customers as far as Churchville, Bergen area coming out to Pittsburgh right now. They'll be a little bit closer by the time they come up to North Greece. But no, they don't necessarily have to be in the area. Now, price-wise, very comparable to other kids' activities, and plus, there's always the added benefit, the fact that this is, something that's educational too. We are, for our founding families for Greece, our price point is $199 a month for 8 sessions. That's 8 full hours, and that works out to $25 an hour.
Wow.
When I think back to when I took music lessons about 20, 25 years ago, it was about maybe $40, $45 per hour of one-on-one instruction. Now, this is self-paced, self-learning, but there are our senseis, our tutors, making the rounds in the classroom, to help everyone out. But yeah, that's that price point. $199 is the Founding Family Special for Greece. That'll last until, I believe it's end of May, early June. And then our standard price to match the Pittsburgh location is $229 a month. So again, that's just under $30 for $30 per hour.
Wow, that seems very reasonable. Yeah, that seems very reasonable, especially for something this unique and this useful. It's really a meaningful experience, and also, hopefully an enjoyable experience. It sounds like it's, something that a lot of kids would be very, very excited about. So we're delighted that you're moving to Greece. Once again, that's 848 Long Pond Road. You're right next to Bryan and Stratton College. And if people want to get in touch with you, is there a web address they can go to, a phone number? What's the best way to call you or contact you?
Absolutely. So there's multiple ways. If I can give our web address first.
Sure.
That'll be codeninjas.com/ it'll be ny-Pittsford for Pittsford location, or ny-Greece.
Great.
So that's our website. And, of course, Googling, this will come right up immediately.
Okay.
Our local phone number for both locations will be 585-900-CODE, CODE.
Nice. So 585-900-CODE, just saying it again, 900-CODE. Okay, CODE.
Thank you. Yep, perfect. And then, of course, Facebook and Instagram, we've got a lot of visibility up there as well.
Wonderful. Code Ninjas, just like it sounds, we really are saying ninjas. Code Ninjas, a wonderful new learning center for kids ages 5 to 14 that teaches computer programming in all sorts of very cool, exciting ways. James Cossavella, and we tip our hat to your wife, Carolyn. James and Carolyn Cossavella, the owners of Code Ninjas that is just opening up in Greece. Thank you so much for being here today on Business Voice.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Appreciate the opportunity.
You're very welcome. All right, don't go away. We're going to be right back with my next guest. Don't flip that dial.
Celebrating 35 years. AM 1040 Avon Rochester, FM 92.1 W221CL Rochester, FM 95.5 W238DE Spencerport, and WYSL1040.com everywhere.
Funerals can be expensive. You may be surprised to learn that you can get Bartolomeo and Prado Funeral Homes 5-star service at a price you can afford. They understand one price doesn't fit all and strive to ensure that your needs are met within your budget. Their family of funeral homes are a part of helping to achieve that goal. But above all else, they promise quality service. The details are taken care of so you can focus on what's important. Find out more by calling Bartolomeo and Prado Funeral Home at 720-6000.
Since 1983, Herco Computers is Rochester's first and most experienced custom computer system builder. Herco Computers is proud to be working with many of our original customers, including the Greece Chamber of Commerce. Whether you need a custom business PC, gaming system, or network server, Herco Computers can build you a custom computer system that exceeds your expectations. Herco Computers also offers complete IT support for your business. We can configure your business network, provide security from viruses and ransomware to keep your business or medical office running the way it should be. Herco Computers is also a full-service provider of network wiring, Wi-Fi, and network camera systems. Need to upgrade from Windows 7? Give Herco Computers a call at 227-1270 to discuss your options to get your business upgraded to Windows 10. Herco Computers is proudly locally owned and operated since 1983. Call us at 227-1270 and schedule your Herco Computers free IT evaluation. Herco Computers, 227-1270.
Gift yourself a blah-free 2022. Boost your mood and your health in a blink and start the year off right. Blink Fitness is your fun, friendly neighborhood gym with tons of state-of-the-art equipment and a mood above muscle attitude. Join for $1 and get all the perks. What do you have to lose? Blink Fitness Greece is located at 2833 West Ridge Road in the Wegmans Ridgemont Plaza. Join today and experience feel-good fitness in a blink.
Care. It's more than a word. It's the heart of our mission and purpose for more than 25 years. Today, we serve 2.3 million members, partnering with top-quality providers and caring for communities across New York State. This is Fidelis Care. If you need health insurance or if your coverage is changing, Fidelis Care can help. Call 1-888-FIDELIS, TTY 711, or visit fideliscare.org.
When Josh took a direct support job with Heritage Christian Services, he got a great start at making money and making a difference.
Heritage Christian Services is really all about people. We support people with developmental disabilities, but it's about so much more. One day you might be helping somebody who's trying to learn how to read. Another day you might be taking somebody to a Bills game. I love the benefits of Heritage. The PTO is amazing, and the number of holidays we have is awesome.
Apply for a direct support role at Heritage Christian Services. Visit directsupport.org. That's directsupport.org.
The one media outlet you can count on. The voice of liberty. The WYSL stations.
Welcome back. You're listening to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce, sponsored by Bartolomeo and Prado Funeral Home. I'm Sarah Lentini, your host, as always, and the president and CEO of the Greece Regional Chamber. I'm delighted to welcome my next guest, Ryan Jenerson, from a brand new store in the Greece area, Ryan's Roc'N Deals. Welcome, Ryan.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me today. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing I would think, hearing that your name is Ryan and the name of the store is Ryan's Roc'N Deals, is that it's your store. Is it?
It's funny. It is not my store. So there's actually two Ryans in the store. It's myself and Ryan Potrikus, who is the owner of Ryan's Roc'N Deals. Me and him are great friends, and it just makes it really easy. When you say Ryan in our store, one of us will answer.
Either easy or hard, I'm not sure. It means that you're both answering everybody all the time, but how funny. And you said to me before we went on air that you've been there since day one, correct?
Day one, yes, absolutely. So when they decided to open the store, like I said, we have been good friends for a while, and said, Ryan, hey, do you want to come by and help us out? And I was like, for sure, I would definitely come by. And, we've seen the store start from, nothing, just an empty four walls, and then, to where it is today.
Which is wonderful, because it sounds like you're doing great business, and you haven't been open, all that long. In fact, we're planning a ribbon cutting with you. But before we talk about that, I get from the name Ryan's Roc'N Deals that there are deals. But what is it that Ryan's Roc'N Deals sells? Tell us a little bit about the store.
Yeah, so that's kind of like our special sauce. So we are a store where you can literally come in and furnish your entire home, Airbnb, apartment, whatever you have. If you're doing a renovation, We have products from sectionals all the way to washers and dryers, vanities, tiles, you name it, we got it.
Did you say tiles?
Yeah. So like backsplashes and different things like that. Yeah, we got it all.
So you must have some space. This store must be pretty big, yes?
Yeah, yes. We're definitely over in square feet. We're right there on the corner of Dewey and Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like the end cap of the plaza, but we have that whole space.
So you're on Stone Road in the town of Greece, right? And aren't you right by, is it Jackson's Bakery you're right by?
Yep, right across the street from Jackson Bakery. Yep.
I think a lot of people are going to know that. Jackson's is a fixture in the town of Greece. So you're right there by Jackson's Bakery. And you're selling furniture and appliances and things like backsplashes and tiles, yes?
Correct, yep.
Wow.
So we have it all. Like I said, we've sold from, bathroom, shower beds to, 7-piece sectionals. Like we cover a wide spectrum of deals. And our entire store is between 30 to 70% off. And most of our items are brand new right out of the box. We assemble them in the store, so you don't have to worry about putting them together or anything like that, following the instructions, none of that. We put it all together in the store, and we even offer delivery. So we try to offer a really, really robust service.
So I can come in, I can buy, you said I can furnish my entire house, right? I can buy all the furniture and the appliances, and you will deliver all of that to my home.
Correct.
Wow, that's great. And your business has been open, kind of you didn't do the grand opening yet, but you've only been open for what? Is it a matter of a month or two, or is it longer than that?
Yeah, so we actually opened on December 17th of 2021, and we've been rocking and rolling ever since that day. Super appreciative to everybody that's come out and supported the store, bought things. So yeah, we're there. We're making deals every day.
I bet you are, and I bet there's a lot of inventory that's coming in and going out at the same time, right?
Right. So it's funny that you say that because we're actually in the process of unloading 2 trailers as we speak. Wow. We're always constantly getting in new inventory. It's sometimes, especially if it's a really super sought after item, it comes in the door, and before we can put up a post or anything like that, we have somebody on the phone buying it. Like it's a great business to be a part of it.
Wow.
Really see the community take advantage of it.
That's fantastic. It also speaks to both your prices and your service, though. I mean, you wouldn't have all that happening if it weren't for product, price, service. And those are 3 of the 5 P's or something of marketing, aren't they? So that's awesome. And is your background? Did you guys do anything like this before? Either one of you?
Well, so it's funny that you say that because me and Ryan both we have been in sales from our teenage years.
Oh, wow.
So we've always been in sales. We've always been in the customer service business. So when decision was made to open the stores, this was just a natural progression for us to, be in sales, be, interacting with customers. So, yeah, we're very comfortable with it.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you guys have worked together and you're friends, you said. So, I mean, you really like each other, right? That's nice.
Yeah. We definitely get along very well.
That's wonderful. So I don't want to let you go without making sure that everybody knows that we're doing a formal ribbon cutting ceremony with you guys. And the we is Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce. We're delighted that you guys are members. It's one of the first things you did, which we really appreciate. And we are looking forward to marking the occasion, formally marking the occasion of your opening and joining the Greece and the Greater Rochester business community. So the event is April 8th, which is actually a Friday at 3 p.m., which is kind of a cool time. So if you're working and maybe you're looking to head home for the weekend, make us your last stop, right? Come over, and I wouldn't be surprised if people do a little shopping, even if it's sort of initial browsing. I would be. April 8th, 3 p.m. at Ryan's Roc'N Deals. That's a ribbon cutting ceremony, and it's open to the public, and obviously the store is open to the public anyway, and it's at 571 Stone Road. I hope I have the address right. You're going to correct me, right, if I don't?
It's 571 Stone Road, right on the corner right there. Like you mentioned, right across the street from Jackson Bakery.
Beautiful.
And I'm sure if people come by and they check it out, there's no way that you will leave that store without saying, at least I got to come back or leave with something in your hand.
That's wonderful. All right, Ryan Jenerson, I thank you so much for joining us here today on Business Voice, and I hope that you come back and give us an update. You and both of you Ryans, right? You and Ryan Petralia, as your business grows. Congratulations on a wonderful new initiative, new venture. And you guys are picked a kind of an interesting moment to do this, but so have a lot of other business owners, and I think it's working to their effect. And I'm hoping that you're going to be, slammed with business. It sounds like you already are, but we're hoping for even more success coming your way. All right.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you having me on, and it's a great honor to be on the show. And thank you. We can't say thank you enough. And also to the community of Greece and coming out and supporting us. We look forward to being a staple in the Greece area for a long time.
That's wonderful. And you can be outside of Greece and come too. The whole region can come, right? We're going to invite everybody.
Yes, absolutely. Anybody from anywhere, please come check us out.
Wonderful. All right, Ryan Jenerson, Ryan's Roc'N Deals, 571 Stone Road. Come and check us out on April 8th at 3 p.m. or check them out anytime. Again, they're open and they've got stuff coming in and going out as fast as you can say Ryan's Roc'N Deals. All right, don't go away. We're going to be right back with my next guest. Don't flip that dial.
Every life has a story. Bartolomeo and Prado Funeral Home takes pride in helping families navigate the path to telling their loved one's unique story. It's difficult to avoid sadness at a time of loss, but sharing stories, pictures, and personal items can lead to a path of healing as you remember how special they were. Bartolomeo and Prado certified celebrants help to create a meaningful celebration. If you are in need or want to learn more, contact Bartolomeo and Prado Funeral Home at 720-6000.
Depositing your money with Genesee Regional Bank helps strengthen the local community. That's because GRB lends its deposits to local businesses and individuals so they can grow and prosper. From your favorite bakery to your family dentist to the technology company where your neighbor works to helping families buy a home. That keeps Rochester rock solid. Become a GRB client today. Genesee Regional Bank. Community banking, community building.
Visit grbbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 417491.
If you're looking to market and grow your business, make new business connections, and give back to the community in a meaningful way, consider joining the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce. We're the largest suburban chamber in Monroe County, and we offer networking, education, marketing, insurance, and advocacy. You do not need to live or work in Greece to join. Our members come from throughout the region. In short, we're better together, and together, we're moving business forward. Visit greecechamber.org or call 585-227-7272 to join today.
What does it mean to drive a Honda True pre-owned vehicle by Ralph Honda? It means you'll drive a car that's passed a rigorous 182-point inspection by Honda certified technicians, backed by a powertrain warranty to give you peace of mind. For 3 generations, Ralph Honda.
Shop the WYSL store 24 hours for official apparel, drinkware, and gift ideas at WYSL1040.com.
Welcome back. You're listening to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce, sponsored by Bartolomeo and Prado Funeral Home. I'm Sarah Lentini, your host, and also the president and CEO of the Greece Regional Chamber. And I'm delighted to welcome my next guest, Mike Berry of Heritage Christian Services. Welcome, Mike.
Great to be here.
Yeah, terrific. So Heritage Christian Services is one of those organizations that's been around for a while. I know it does great stuff, but I probably don't know as much as I think I do, and I'm guessing our listening audience wouldn't mind a little overview of Heritage Christian Services. Could you tell us a little bit?
Absolutely. So we're actually the 7th largest employer in Rochester with over 3,000 employees. We operate not just in Rochester, but in 16 counties across New York State, providing a wide range of services for folks with different ability levels. And, we have around 100 houses sprinkled around the Rochester area. My particular area is employment. So in addition to housing and other services, we also offer employment services for people with different ability levels.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Can I just, and I want to hear about that. I absolutely want to hear about the employment side, which I think you're so steeped in. But this is a heck of a growth story. I mean, maybe I'm dating myself a little bit, but I remember quite a number of years ago meeting some of the folks that started Heritage Christian. It started with parents, didn't it?
Yes, it did. It absolutely did.
Yeah. And how long has it been?
Some of them are still involved in our board, yep.
Yeah. They are. They're probably some of the same people I talked to a while back. So it's not that old an organization, and yet it's gotten so big. I mean, it's amazing, right? You said 16 states? Did I hear 16 states?
16
counties. Okay. Still quite big. It made you bigger still. But 16 counties. You're no longer just Monroe. And you said you're the seventh largest employer in... Again, let me not get in trouble. Seventh largest employer in which geography?
In Rochester.
In Rochester. Yep. And that's really saying something, because we have some pretty big employers in Rochester. Yeah. I had no idea you were that big an operation at this point, so that's quite something. And then you mentioned houses. So is the model where you you build homes that are lovely residential homes, that then I don't know, whether the folks that are living in those homes are living full time, or they're coming from, from a more central family home and spending some time in the home that you've built. Tell us how that works.
Most of them, they live there full time. Some of them we built, some of them we just manage. So there's a wide variety of situations from, for full houses to apartment complexes for people who need different levels of support.
That's great. And what are the age ranges of the people who live in the various homes that you have in the community?
Generally adults.
Okay.
So, but all the way up through the lifespan. So.
Oh wow.
And then on the employment side, we work generally with adults from 18 on up. Providing, a wide range of employment services. They get referred to us from state sources and other referral sources, and then we meet them, figure out what they want to do, figure out what they're excited about, and then try to make matches with employers in the community. So we've got over 100 businesses in the Rochester area that we work with, and so we're just always looking to make new connections with businesses who really see this as a good thing.
That's great. So can you give us some examples of the kinds of work or the kinds of businesses, and how nice that you're focusing in on what makes somebody excited, what they can get passionate about? I wish someone had done this with me, by the way. But what a great thing to focus on. And do you provide training? And tell us how this works.
Yeah, absolutely. So we first do what we call discovery. We discover what they're excited about, what they're interested in. We do some interviews, we do some observations, we do assessments, and we'll maybe do some internships, and then we find a match with an employer. And then once that match is made, we continue with the coaching process for as long as it's needed. And we have a bunch of different, different programs and sources through state and other agencies to help us with the coaching process.
That's great. So there are other state services and resources that can be brought to bear to help with the program. And is this called the Employment Alliance?
Yeah. So if you can just Google Heritage Christian Services and then Employment Alliance, and it comes right up.
So if I had some needs in my business that I was having trouble filling, would I, reach out to you, Mike, or how would I go about seeing if maybe I also wanted to be supportive of what is really a wonderful concept? How would I go about connecting with you guys?
Yeah, again, Google Heritage Christian Services Employment Alliance. On that page will come our email address, or you can directly email me at mbarry, Mike, M-B-A-R-R-Y, so mbarry at heritagechristianservices.org.
Okay, great. And is it something that, that ends up costing the business more money, less money? I mean, you mentioned there were state resources. I mean, how does that come together?
Yeah, there's no cost to the business, right? And in some cases, there are state incentives for the business. So in some cases, the business will get a reimbursement of wages for like the first 30 to 90 days, depending on the source. And then there's other opportunities where they become a paid intern that get paid by New York State until the business is ready and comfortable to bring the person onto the payroll. So in a lot of cases, there's incentives for it.
That sounds great. I mean, and I know businesses are, kind of struggling to fill some roles these days. So this might really be a win-win. What kinds of jobs are you, there are probably certain jobs that are, repeat jobs. What kinds of jobs are you seeing and filling through the program?
We got people all over doing multiple, we've got a lot of folks in say, retail, doing stocking. We've got folks doing data entry. We've got folks that are computer programmers. We've got machinists.
Wow.
We've got people in restaurants and hotels, from Henrietta to Victor to Greece, all over the place.
Wow.
Yeah.
So lots. And how many jobs are we talking about? How is this a newer part of the nonprofit, a newer part of the organization, the Job Alliance?
Well over 10 years.
Oh, well, over 10 years.
Not all that new.
So how many?
But growing like crazy.
Growing like crazy. Oh, that. Yeah. Do you think that the fact that businesses are struggling to fill roles, has that helped your role at all, or?
It has helped that there's definitely a demand for good folks, because we know from the numbers that in general, when it does work out, the individuals in our program stay on an average of 7.9 years.
Wow.
Which is just, for a business today,
yeah.
that's real money. That's real savings.
Oh, yeah. I was just talking to somebody this morning where they're just experiencing turnover, and it's making it's really difficult on the business. By the time you train somebody, if they're out the door, you're just this is not a good scenario. So it's awesome!
Disruptive, absolutely.
Yeah. And so, is there a place where if people do the Googling and they put in Heritage Christian Services and then either jobs or Employment Alliance, is there a list of job openings, or is there a list of people that are ready and willing to work and have certain skills? I mean, what is it that's findable on the web?
Basically just an interest form and contact information, because that list changes basically on a day-to-day basis, because I may have 20 people today, but then, 5 get hired, and so that's a constantly changing list.
Wow. And are you one of the people that sort of remains as a constant in in the lives of people that are getting placed? Are you one of the coaches, or is that somebody else's role?
Yeah, so I supervise. We have about 15 coaches. Wow. All over the place. So, I'm one of the associate directors that supervises the coaches. I do get out there and do some coaching and job development, but my role is more to promote and to get out there and find new business connections. Ah,
okay. Well, I'm so hopeful that there are people listening. I'm really hoping that there are businesses and people in our listening audience that find this as sort of fascinating and meaningful as I do, that pick up the phone and reach out to you and connect. I was not aware that Heritage Christian did this. I bet a lot of people aren't, and not realizing that there's a wonderful aspect, a wonderful resource for the labor needs of the community that should not go untapped. And I'm again really, really hopeful that this helps make those connections. So, Mike, how did you get in this business? How long have you been there at Heritage?
Been here for a little over 4 years, but I did this same position in Ithaca at Challenge. So I'm very familiar, but I came to Heritage to do, and they kind of pulled me away from Challenge to do a training position. So I was doing training the other agencies around the state for the last 4 years, and then when COVID hit, I was offered this promotion to associate director. So.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I'm so glad that you're here in Rochester doing what you do. You have a very kind way about you, which is so important in life. And it sounds like you have the perfect experience for the job. And it sounds like an incredibly meaningful role. You know, good for Heritage Christian Services for having done as well as they have. And again, I mean, you guys started as a little group of parents, right?
Absolutely, yeah, and it's amazing. I can't tell you, I've worked in a number of jobs over my lifetime, and I can't tell you how amazing it is, like how great a company. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on this radio show. Mm-hmm. I'm really truly saying it's just an amazing place to work. And by the way, we're hiring. Heritage is hiring all the time, so we're looking for folks. So if there's people out there that are looking to work in a place that's really meaningful, that there's no drama, that it's just a really great place to work. I would highly recommend it. Checking out the employment offerings that we have at heritagechristianservices.org. That
sounds great and wonderful to know that you're placing, you're hiring. You sound like a wonderful resource for everybody in the community. heritagechristianservices.com, correct?
.org.
Oh, .org, because you're a nonprofit. heritagechristianservices.org. We're an org, too, at the Chamber. I should have caught that. heritagechristianservices.org, O-R-G. Mike Berry, Associate Director of the Employment Alliance, a division of Heritage Christian Services. Thank you so much for coming on Business Voice today and illuminating us on all the great work that you guys are doing.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. All right. That just about does it for us here today on Business Voice. I want to thank my guests on today's show, J.J. Potrikus of Blink Fitness, Upstate Franchises, James Cossavella, who with his wife Carolyn is the owner and the brains behind Code Ninjas, Ryan Petralia, who's the owner, and Ryan Jenerson, who was our guest here today from Ryan's Roc'N Deals. And they've got a ribbon-cutting event coming up with us on April 8th at 3 p.m. And Mike Berry of Heritage Christian Services, Associate Director of Heritage Christian Services Employment Alliance, for filling us in on the great and meaningful work that they're doing over at Heritage. I also want to mention two other upcoming events. April 21st at 10 o'clock, we're doing a ribbon cutting for Home 2 Suites by Hilton, the wonderful new facility. It's on Bellwood Drive, right next to BJ's in Greece. And then on June 4th, we're really excited that we're going to be doing a Health and Home Expo at the mall at Grease Ridge from 10 to 1. It's a Saturday, 10 to 1, June 4th, free and open to the public. Lots of great exhibits. Do not miss it. And if you want to know anything else about the Chamber, check us out on the web, www.greasechamber.org, O-R-G, because we're a nonprofit. All right, until next time, be well.
You've been listening to Business Voice. The Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce serves businesses, nonprofits, and individuals throughout the region, focusing on promoting economic and community development and serving as the voice for business. The Chamber offers networking, education, advocacy, community events, and business services. It serves as an important platform for business leaders and citizens to come together in support of common goals.